Hello guys, welcome back. Caitlin Clark is once again at the center of another major conversation after Indiana Fever's latest game, and this time Breanna Stewart is the player everyone is talking about. Following the matchup, reporters asked Breanna Stewart about the hard foul she committed on Caitlin Clark, but she chose not to answer the question. That response immediately caught the attention of fans, and social media wasted no time turning the moment into another huge debate. As we all know, whenever Caitlin Clark is involved in any controversial play, the discussion spreads everywhere. Supporters and critics jump in, clips start circulating online, and before long, everyone has an opinion. That's exactly what happened here. But the Stewart play wasn't the only incident involving Caitlin Clark during the game. She also got tangled up in another physical sequence with Jonquel Jones. Jones appeared to set what looked more like a moving screen than a legal one, bulldozing Caitlin Clark in the process. Clark was clearly frustrated and went to the referee looking for an explanation, but instead of getting the call she wanted, she was assessed a technical foul. That decision only added more fuel to the controversy. From what I watched, Indiana Fever did a much better job battling back in the second half. The officiating seemed a little more balanced at times, but the biggest talking point remained the contact involving Breanna Stewart. After the play was over, Stewart made contact with Caitlin Clark's face. Now, I do want to be fair here. It looked like a basketball play and not something dirty or intentional. But at the same time, any hit to the face deserves a closer look, and you can certainly argue that it should have been reviewed for a possible flagrant foul. Before we get into everything Breanna Stewart had to say afterward, head down to the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this specific play. Do you think the officials handled it correctly, or did Caitlin Clark deserve a different call? Let's roll the footage.
We have seen Stewie make some plays today defensively. Comes over, right hand.
Oh, that hand does hit the face on the follow-through, though.
She does. She meets her up top, but definitely contact.
Boston, corner three, can't connect. Stewart the rebound.
So that was the play everyone has been talking about. A lot of fans immediately focused on this sequence involving Breanna Stewart and Caitlin Clark, and the reactions have been all over social media. Some people believe it was simply a physical basketball play, while others feel the officials should have handled it differently. We all know when it comes to Stewie, she's one of the biggest leaders in the damn wnba, and many fans think she gets plenty of respect from the officials. With all that being said, here's Breanna Stewart at the podium speaking with reporters after the game. Let's roll it.
That was obviously a long time in the locker room. What was said after a game like this? For you?
That's for me?
Yeah.
We know we're in it right now. We got to find a way out of it. We got to find a way to play 40 minutes. Obviously, low turnovers in the first half. The third quarter really hurt us. 30 points off of 17 turnovers, 10 missed free throws. Like, that stuff kills you. When you're losing, everything feels very heavy. And I think we've got to find a way when it is heavy to kind of come together and turn the tide.
Breanna, you guys are obviously in like a tough stretch this season. Didn't play since Sunday, but obviously your schedule also got thrown out of whack a little bit. Meanwhile, Fever are on a back-to-back.
Mm-hmm.
What is the feeling after a loss like this?
I mean, I think the feeling after a loss like this is like we gotta find a way to kind of stop the bleeding. One loss can't turn into two, can't turn into three, and now four. Like, that's a lot. But like, me mentally, like, I'm looking at myself. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot that I didn't do well today between the turnovers or the missed free throws or things like that. So, in order for us to be our best, like, I need to be better, and I think that's I can definitely look at myself in the mirror and know that. But it's tough right now.
JJ, I just want to like bounce off of that because it does feel like Breanna a lot of times carries a lot of this load. Like, she had 8 points in the third quarter. Is she having to carry? Like, how else does everyone else need to step up to also match that energy?
Yeah, I mean, I think
Breanna or JJ, do either of you want to chime in? Or
I mean, I think that, like, a big thing that I'm trying to do for myself is just, like, be really present. You know what I mean? So, if this is where we are at, because we are 13-12, like, knowing that we need to get better, but also, like, I think that we just need to continue to, like, I'm not gonna say, like, play like the seed that we are, but kind of, you know what I mean? Have some kind of chip on our shoulder or fight behind us. We don't like where we're at right now, but we're there, you know what I mean? And playing with that and realizing that, like, we're in it, we're in the trenches, and we can either keep sinking or we can dig ourselves out, and that's something, like, as an organization we all have to do. And, you know, I this group, we continue to show up every day for sure, because we have vets, we have pros in here, and these losses are not going to rattle us, but at the same time we need to get better.
Thank you for that. And then just any update on Marine?
Yeah, she just hurt her ankle. No update as of now.
Hey, quickie. Stewie, you guys are talking a lot of kind of big picture things, but to kind of shrink it a little bit, from your perspective, what flipped in that third quarter?
I think obviously defensively, you know, like, second half giving up 30 and 33 is a lot, and I think off of live ball turnovers, that's where I was like, you know, I had some bad ones. I had some bad fouls, like, things that we can control. Like, we shouldn't be giving teams like a million and ones, you know what I mean? If you're gonna foul, like, foul. Don't let them get the ball up. But yeah, you know, the Indiana, when they're hitting shots, they're really having a great time and a lot of fun, and we just let it keep happening in the third.
And one more for you, Chris. I know there's a couple more still before you guys get to that All-Star break, but is there value in that coming around the week to kind of have maybe a little bit of a reset, or do you not kind of look at it like that?
Nah, we're not like, oh, I can't wait for All-Star. Like, we're approaching, like Stu just said, like, we're present. We understand these two games coming up are super important for us, and we're gonna do our best to put together a 40-minute game, be solid on offense, take away what we need to defensively, and just connect the game. Just connect the game. Again, we came out playing very well, and then, like, the third quarter, we got hit a little bit, and we didn't respond, and we're gonna get there.
We'll go over to Zoom with Jeff.
Thank you. Good evening, All-Star. Didn't go your way tonight. Coach, my first question is for you. As you mentioned during the pregame, you wanted to see this team come out with a fight in the first quarter, and they did offensively with the early three-pointers. But at this point in time, what's preventing this team, in your opinion, from playing a full 40-minute effort right now?
I think a lot of what we've already talked about tonight. I just think that there's these momentum plays that we got to find a way to bounce back from. You know, there's early 3-second calls. There are these things like that are out of our control, and you know, it starts with me too. I got to make sure I keep my emotions in check and continue to have the right presence out there. But we have to find out a way to respond when the game's not going our way. That's the biggest thing.
Thank you for that. And John Quell, for you, I'd like to pose the same question, please. And from a player's perspective, what's preventing this team from a full 40-minute effort at this point?
Yeah, I think Stewie kind of talked about it. I think defensively, we just have to figure it out. I think that 88 points is enough for us to win. But I think you look at the third quarter and the fourth quarter, second half is just allowing them to score too many points. Kind of just like splintering defensively. So I think that's what we have to do better.
Appreciate your time and insight. Safe travels.
Jackie?
Hi all. Stewie, first for you, how do you feel like the turnovers were a result of lineups thrown on the floor that haven't really played together?
I don't think that was like a direct correlation. I think that honestly, Marine Fotukes and Melee came in, and they were being aggressive. You know, they were continuing to kind of put our best players in a position to be successful. And like, if you look at this, like, the turnovers are me and JJ. You know, so like, listen, it starts with us, and we can't be having 4 and 5 turnovers on a nightly basis, and that's really it.
Thank you. And to follow up on that, Breanna, to follow up on what JJ is saying there, 26 of the Fever's 38 point feints came in that second half. Obviously, some of them are in transition, but why do you think as a team you guys struggled so much against those drives that you were containing in the first?
I think we had a lot of live ball turnovers. I think that, you know, if I'm remembering correctly, like, we had like a few like back to back in the third, and once they're able to get to the paint and score, and then we're like, oh, like, we have to stop the paint, then they shoot it, then they pass it, and they shoot a wide open three, and then it's kind of like, well, what next? You know what I mean? So I think that we're letting our mistakes dictate what happens both offensively and defensively.
We'll finish with Erica.
Thank you. Chris, this one will be for you. Going off of what Stewie just said, I mean, if you think about maybe an adjustment that you might make differently to perhaps just control that pace a little bit for your team, is it the rotations? I mean, timeouts, like, how can you help to facilitate just calming the team down in the moment?
Yeah, I mean, we'll always use our timeouts when we feel like we need to, and but I do think for the most part we want the ball in our best players' hands, and they're more times than not going to be able to play make and be able to score and do all those things we need to settle us down. But again, this is a team game, and it's a team effort, and everybody, including myself, like, needs to look at themselves and figure out how we can improve. And when we do that and we're connected and we're playing together, like, the wins will follow.
So that was the New York Liberty press conference, and it's definitely sparked a lot of conversation. My biggest takeaway is this. I bet some people are wondering whether they'd ever regret a decision involving Sandy Brondello, especially with everything that's happened lately. That's a debate fans are already having. Now I want to hear what y'all think. Get down in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on the Breanna Stewart situation, the officiating, and everything that unfolded after the game. Tell me what you think, make sure y'all keep them bells on, and don't forget like and subscribe.